How old are you?
I'm 39.
39. What you do for a living?
I do her on the side. I'm not employed. I'm not on nobody's clock.
How you pay your bills?
I get child support.
Mm.
Keep it real, child. Okay. How many kids do you have?
I'm actually the one that was on the in the comments when old girl April was on your show yesterday. I got 7 kids.
Wow.
Okay, I didn't know you were in the comments. Did I say something about you?
7
They was eating
kids.
me up in the comments.
Okay, well, the cousins, I don't have nothing to do with that because I was doing the interview. So what happened?
I just stated that I had 7 kids, and somebody was like, "Is that a flex for you?" I'm like, "No, it's my truth." So I would never tell a man, because I have 3 that live here, but I have 7 together all together. But I would never tell a guy, "Oh, I have 3 kids," just so they would want to date me. But yeah, I have 7 kids.
I mean, she's being honest. Some women may lie. In fact, some women may lie, even when let's say they have adult kids who don't live with them. They sometimes go out with men on dates, and the man is like, "Hey, how many kids do you have?" And some women will say they got no kids simply because their kids are adults and they're off to college, or they live by themselves and they don't live with her anymore because they are considered adults. They don't say I have kids anymore. They just say I have no kids just because their kids are grown and gone. So she's being honest. Hey, listen, I got 7 kids. You either deal with me or not.
Okay, 7 kids. All right, how old are your 7 kids?
I have a 19-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 16-year-old, and my last 4, 6, 3, one just turned 2 today, and I have a 5-year-old.
A 5-year-old. Okay, how many men?
6.
6 men.
What you call you? Girl, you got 6 men. What you looking for? You calling me for number 7?
Wow.
No, so let me say this. Before I started having kids, I always had a plan for my future. I wanted to have all my kids by one man. I wanted
Okay.
a Christian man, but life don't go as we planned it. But I wouldn't necessarily say I'm looking to have more kids. I'm just looking to not have to look no more.
Well, I understand that, but my question is, you gave 6 men a child. Out of all those 6 men, none of them were good enough for you to be with for until the end of time.
That's a good question. Okay, so we know you had a plan to only have kids by one man. Good. Most people do, right? But now let's say you had kids with the first guy, it didn't work out. Fine. We'll give you the second time. The second guy, you have kids with him, it doesn't work out. By this time you should be learning, okay, what did I do wrong? Maybe I don't know how to pick men. Maybe I shouldn't have kids with every man that I date. Okay, second mistake. Let's go with the third man. It happens again the third time. You have a baby with him. So you should have chosen to be like, you know what? I shouldn't have kids with every man that I date. But it took you 6 men with 7 kids to realize you shouldn't have kids with every man? Wow.
In the beginning. But to be honest, a lot of these guys caught me in a moment of me being vulnerable. So
no accountability. Now she's blaming the man. No accountability at all.
That's just pretty much what it is. Well, was, but.
Well, let me ask you a question. Alicia, how old are you? You told me 39. So Alicia's 39, St. Louis, unemployed, mom of 7 kids, 4 live with her, by 6 men. Have you ever been married?
No, I've been proposed to, but never been married.
So what kind of men are you looking for, Alicia?
A man that's not married. I don't do cheaters. I don't like cheaters. I don't do thieves. I'm not real too particular on a guy that I'm looking for. I just don't want no drama. Don't want no mess.
I mean, you're right. You're not particular at the man you want to date. I mean, clearly that's how you got 6 men with kids. Clearly, because you're not very particular.
4 kids that don't live with you, why? Just curious.
So my oldest daughter, she's grown pretty much.
Okay, 19. Okay.
My 13-year-old pays for her dad.
Okay.
And then the other two, I don't want to discuss.
Okay, I respect that. Now here's the deal, Alicia. You have a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old. Are the 2-year-old and 3-year-old by the same man?
Actually, the 2-year-old and the 5-year-old is about the same man.
So you have a 3-year-old though too, right? So you had a
Yes.
baby 1 year, and then the following year you got pregnant by somebody else. Okay. Now, Alicia, are you familiar with my show?
Yeah, I know. I ain't
Okay.
even got the comments on it.
So you already know that there's gonna be a lot of comments about this. So I'm gonna give you a chance to respond to the people that feel like, you have 7 kids by 6 men. You have pretty much, well, a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old. Do the 6-year-old and the 5-year-old have the same dad?
The 6-year-old, no, they don't.
Okay.
Wow.
So there's moments when you were pregnant 1 year by one man and then pregnant the following year by another man.
Damn, like when Kendra puts it like that, it sounds even worse. That's why I was trying to be very lenient in the beginning. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you 3 kids to make mistakes. So by 3 men. After the third, and I'm being generous, after the third man, you should look down, you should sit down and be like, you know what? It's okay, I can date all the multiple men I want, but I shouldn't be having kids with every single man. And this goes to Future. This goes to Nick Cannon. Because I know the ladies already said we don't hold men accountable. This goes to the men also. You can date as many women as you want, but don't bring kids into this world with every woman. Because that takes away from every other kid that you have, because you can't spend enough time with every kid. So that affects all the kids in the long run, because they don't have their parents to spend enough time with them. And it affects the community.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. So this is going to be talked about, honey. So what do you have to say to the people that's going to be talking about this and thinking that what man would sign up for this?
I mean, it's fine if a man don't want to sign up for it, but I'm saying everybody has a past. And also a lot of people also commented and said that can't nobody judge me, don't nobody have no heaven or hell to put me in. The kids that I have, I could have aborted to keep to keep myself from being talked about, or to keep my reputation. So I decided to keep mine.
Well, I want to say this, and I hear that a lot, and I get that, and respect for you for having all your children. But there's also birth control methods. There's birth control. There's condoms. There's other precautions that you can take other than just
I'm gonna just be honest with you. To be honest, I just don't need to have no sex because I've got pregnant with the depot, and then it's a little TMI, but I got that pussy gripper. So.
Oh my God. So she's praising for having a tight pussy, for having 7 kids with 6 men. So she went from saying it was a mistake to blaming the man to now she's blaming her own pussy that it's too tight. So the men just can't help themselves but make babies. Oh my God. Yo, this is crazy. I mean, she's funny. I'll give her that.
So my best bet is I just don't need to have no sex till I get married and get some stability.
Is the goal marriage?
Celibacy.
Just
Celibacy and then marriage.
What?
Celibacy.
Wait, what? You said you're celibate?
Yes.
Oh my God. So she waited to have 7 kids with 6 men for her to realize that she's not going to have sex until marriage again? Which man is going to sign up for this? Like, I need evidence of a man signing up for such a deal. Because in the meantime, before you guys get married, you're going to be spending some money. And that some of that, because she has a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, I think a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So if any man is dating her seriously for marriage, he's gonna have to spend money on her kids as they work towards marriage. If we're gonna be honest, because it's gonna be the stepfather for all them kids. Now, fair, she said she gets out child support, but if they're working towards marriage, he's gonna have to provide in some capacity. And after they get married, move into the same house, he's gonna provide for kids that don't belong to him. But in the meantime, she's gonna make him wait till marriage, but she didn't make the other 6 guys wait for marriage. Do you see how any man, I don't know how any man could sign up for this.
I'm trying. And that's why I'm glad I got my kids, because I can't even get out there to really.
I want to make sure I understand. I want to make sure I understand. So your mama 7 by 6 men who now is celibate until you get married.
That's the plan.
Just curious, why didn't you come up with that plan after maybe baby daddy number 2?
Exactly, and I gave her baby daddy number 3. Kendra was not so lenient. She said after baby daddy number 2. I said I gave her 3 guys, 3 kids.
Cause I like sex.
Yo, I like her because she's being honest. Some women come here and, because of ABCD, I was young, I was this. She's saying, like, listen, I like sex, my pussy is tight, so that's why I have 7 kids.
I like, at the time I was a nympho, and I just wanted, and I thank God I ain't getting nothing that I can never get rid of. And I'ma just keep it real. But they heard, so don't nobody want to fuck.
You don't like sex no more?
I mean, I do, but I found other ways to shit. Them kids go to bed and do what I gotta do with to get that phone, get them toys.
This is usually the last question, but I'm gonna ask you now because I'm just curious. Why would a guy just curious? Why would you say a guy would be
lucky to date me?
Yeah, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Good question.
Overall, I'm a good person in general. I believe in God. I pray. I'm a good person. To be honest, at times I can be too good of a person to where I'm taking advantage of. So even with the dating thing, I'm still debating on, I guess, the guys that I choose. I've even said I wanted to try a different race. So
how long you been celibate for?
I'm going on 3 months.
3 months? I mean, she already warned you guys that she has a tight pussy. So for all of you guys who are going to be, because I can guarantee you, yes, she has 7 kids. Yes, by 6 men. But I can guarantee you, her DMs are going to be going off. Men are still going to be shooting their shot. Because some guys are going to see these as easy, if we're going to be honest, as easy meat. Because they're like, oh, you slept with 6 guys, I'll be the 7th. And some guys don't even care to the extent that they don't care. They may even get her pregnant again. I can guarantee you, check back in a year or 2 or 3. She could have an 8th baby, if not 9th baby. Some guys don't care. They will still go for her.
And that's long to me. That's long to me. That's a long time.
Child. Alicia, so this man look a certain way?
As long as he ain't missing no teeth, that's fine. But even, I don't care. He just got to be attractive.
Okay.
And I'm 4'11", so I don't want nobody my height.
Okay.
So at least like
Well,
5'2".
4'11", there's a lot of people taller than you, so you'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think short women have it easy, not easy, but when you're short, there's a lot, like, I feel for tall women at times, because I get if you're 5'10", you really want somebody taller than you. But when you're 4'11", you can date somebody 5'9", right?
Yeah, I've had guys that were like 6 feet.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, obviously, everybody wants somebody 6 feet or taller. But when you're 4'11", the point I'm making is a 5'8" guy is way taller than you still too. So that's
Yeah, but these days, even women who are 4'11", they don't want men who are less than 6 feet. In fact, if you guys have seen some of the shows I've reacted to, like Pop the Balloon, some women consider men who are 6 feet short. Even when the guy is way taller than her, she considers him short because he's only 6 feet. So it's either women don't understand how height works, or they listen to other women say that they want men who are taller than 6 feet, or the ladies just have crazy delusional standards, which that's probably the most likely to be.
in your advantage. Should the guy make a certain amount of money?
No, as long as he ain't now as long as he taking care of his responsibility, his priorities, and ain't asking me for nothing because I ain't got it.
Okay. So if you get with a man, because you live solely off of child support, correct?
This sounds so harsh, but yeah, I want to go back to work. I do her. I actually did my own hair, but I want to go back to work. It's just I'm trying to wait till I move. I don't really like the area that I live in, and daycare for my kids. It's just I've been through it. It's too much. It's just it's too much.
Okay.
All right, man. The kids are crying. So shout out to Kendra for this video, but shout out to this lady. I'll give her credit for being honest. She says she doesn't lie about the number of kids she has when she meets men. Some women do. But the fact that she wants to make a guy wait till marriage when the 6 men she had kids with didn't have to wait is crazy work. But again, like I said, some guys will be willing to reach out to her to see if they have a chance. What do you guys think? I'll put the full link down below because you can see it's 20 minutes. I'll put the full link down below to Kendra's channel so you guys can finish the video.